There's a saying that my friend James Lawrence Alcott has. If you don't subscribe to his channel, go subscribe. It's great. Football chat, podcast, all sorts of good stuff. Go do it. He's brilliant. And he's not, we've chatted a couple of times. He's not really my friend. I'm just trying to sort of hang on to his coattails, if anything. Something's happening here. Something is happening here. We are really good at the footballs. We haven't played any of the big teams, admittedly. But I think we might win stuff. Maybe even a league. Is that too much? Too soon? It's fine. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back. Let's go for the bad news first. Bad news, but I kind of love it because it feels very realistic. One of our good young players that's coming through the youth ranks here, Angelo Verdasca, came through the youth intake, just broken into the first team now. As you can see, he's had 4 appearances and stuff. He came to me and said that he's thinking of leaving at the end of his contract. And I'm like, please stay, please, because you're like a good youngster. You could. And he's like, no, I'm just decided to leave because his contract's running out at the end of the season. And that's gutting, but I kind of like it. It happens in real life, especially with younger players nowadays. And so, yeah, he's got a choice. Anderlecht or Oxford. Where would you go? Some big teams coming in for him. Annoying, but now obviously he's dead to me. So we will never speak of him again. Let's just stick him in the under-23s and forget his existence. In other news, the transfer window's opened and we have made a signing, and I think it's a very good signing. His name is João Francisco Lunga. He is expensive. As you can see, he's I spent a lot of money. I spent a lot of money on him. It's 9.25 million going up to about 10, 11. But he fills a number of roles. I've forgotten where he is. Not centre-back. But can play as very good right-back, inverted wing-back he's going to be good at, going into the midfield, or as the ball-winning midfielder, or as the defensive midfielder. Like, he's really, really solid. So and he's only 23 as well, can still improve a little bit. Very happy to have him on board. We've also had a youth intake preview, and it's good. And when you're like a good... I don't know why it's cut off, but it is 5 stars. When you're actually a good team and you get a good youth intake, that is like, oh, hello. So fingers crossed for another Madison, for another Dale Shand. Yeah, there's newer people watching that going, who the hell are those 2 people? But look at this. Look at this. Bathe in the glory of our green dots and the occasional little yellow one. We are very good. And in Europe as well. The only game Penfield we drew against in the Spectacular Liga, which is great. Don't care about that. Moving on. Everything else going spectacularly well. We're currently sitting 3rd in the league, only a point behind. A little bit of goal difference. But that's fine. It shouldn't come down to goal difference. It's going to be fine. It's just the fact that we're battling. In the Europa League, it looks like hopefully we're going to get automatic... Because, there's like a playoff for the next 600 teams below those. I don't know how it works, It's all a mystery to me. So, yes, very excited. Unfortunately, this is a big game today. Sporting, and then we're going to go over to Real Sociedad. That might be a tricky one. But this is a really good test. To be fair, our fixtures have been easy. So I'm not getting too carried away, although I said in the intro that we might win the league. Don't ignore that part. This is Sporting, difficult. Unfortunately, Costa's taken a minor knock. But Andre Silva's been playing really well. He's actually been playing on the left-hand side and doing absolute bits recently. So we're going to play him up top today. Unfortunately, Sek's out on international duty. And we're going to ignore this bid. I'm just sort of delaying it because I know he's going to get upset when I reject it eventually. So we'll keep him happy for as long as possible. I think we're building a little. Lunga was not ready today, but we've got a team. Centre-back is like the next place that I'm sort of needs an upgrade, I think. Bid for Pedro, we can ignore that as well. Finances are looking good. The board came to me and was like, hey, should we increase the transfer budget by $1.5 million? I'm like, yeah, go on then. And I got them to increase the wages a little bit as well. So that's good. The board are backing me. Right, so this is a good test. Sporting have been not as good recently, right? So a draw wouldn't be a terrible result, but I want to see that we perform. Like, I don't want a lucky draw. If we deserve a draw, get a win, all good. We need to create some chances. Obviously, we're missing the main man up front, but we will make do with the legend that is Andre Silva. Right, come on, boys. Show us what you got. Next game is going to be tricky against Real Sociedad. Think that might be a loss, that one. Right. How big is Sporting Stadium? Because that looks massive. They're not really they're like half filling it. Oh, Rooney. Back post, dangerous, terrible header. He should have scored. Ferreira in the midfield has been brilliant. Really good replacement. Here we go. And the team is just... I think also... oh, what a finish! The ball-winning midfielder, a rare goal. I think it's his second of the season. Goalkeeper's got to do better. What on earth happens here? Yeah. Oh, on the volley! How's he done that? He's not even got a left foot. We know Almeida's like all physicals. He's not much in the way of a footballer. What a hit. He didn't even take a touch on the swivel, like a 180 swivel. That is a wonder goal. That's got to be goal of the season for me. The goalkeeper should have saved it, but let's ignore that part. Oh, Almeida, what a legend. I'm glad we brought him back to the club. Yeah, everybody's just settled in. We're playing some really nice football. We're winning games other than 1-0, which is nice. Silva, 2-0. Let's go. Almeida with assist. He's having a day, and he's had a couple of games rest, and it's 2-0. Look at the XG. No, actually, don't look at the XG. We definitely deserve to be 2-0. It's fine. Almeida again. Gonçalves. Go on. Pings it across. Oh, it's an own goal. I think it's an own goal. Noobie! Let's go, noobs. 3-0. Told ya, something's happening. I was disappointed last night because I didn't watch the Man United game because it's like the Papa John's trophy or something, isn't it? But I was like just keeping an eye on results, and I was like, oh, they're 2-0 up against Sevilla. That's good. Well done, Man United. Woo, etc. And then didn't check it for like the whole second half, and then went to check the results later on, and then saw the fact it was 2-2 with 2 own goals, and one of the own goals was like 96-minute own goal by Harry Maguire, and I'm like, oh my God, that's glorious. But to be fair, I went and watched the highlights. Like, none of the own goals were their fault. Harry Maguire, like, I'm sure he got a lot of shit, but it was not Harry Maguire. He pinged it right at his face from short range, like, but it was quite funny. I enjoyed that. If Liverpool are going to do shit, at least I can sort of revel in the misery of others, you know? That's... bring them down to my level. Right. Okay, I think we're good to go. 3-0 up. 0.28 XG. Deadly. To be fair, they haven't created too much, so it's all good. It's all good. Let's just bring it back a little bit. I'm going to give them risk a bit of praise. We normally concede as soon as you offer praise. Okay. Cruz can fill in at right winger for a little bit. Almeida can get a bit of rest. Roger's just back from injury, so we'll bring him on for a little bit. And Keanu, probably his last season. His form's like not good. Right, see it out, lads. just a 3-0 win against one of the best teams in the league. So this is what we do now, really. And the new side. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. How has he missed that? I was already like, oh, well, they've scored because we did a terrible back pass. Okay. Ignore match stats. Match stats on paper and football is played on a field. Or like mostly it's on match stats on a computer now. It's very rarely on paper. But football is played on a field, and on the field, we smashed them. Right, we're going to skip the next game because it's not that big a deal, Chavez. We're going to go on to Real Sociedad. Honestly, with the form we're in, we might do something. We beat Chavez 1-0. Comfortable win. Should have scored a couple more goals. Costa back in the goals. Another little annoyance. Noves has come forward and said that he's thinking of considering his options at the end of his contract. So I had a chat to him and said, I implore you to re-sign. We really wanted you to keep you. And he's like, you know what? You're right. Thanks. Like, I appreciate that you're really into this and want me to stay. I'm like, good. Go to offer him a new contract. No interest whatsoever. Mixed messages. Feeling some mixed messages there. Right. This is a test. How are Sociedad doing in the league? They are sitting 8th. Okay. Okay, they've always been this team. They've hit their ceiling. It's fair to say. Jesus, that's consistently good. Right. Lunga's not registered. That's fine. Ragufe's just dropped off form a little bit. I'm going to give Barros... It's quite a big game. Maybe next game. We'll give Barros a bit more time. Almeida's on form. Like, everybody's pretty much on form. Rogers back from injury. Carvalho still got himself an assist last game as he came on as a sub. Legend of the club. Hugo Felix is unfortunately out with flu. Definitely not COVID. He's wanted by. So we're going to lose anybody? Any big teams? He seems to be okay. Santos, we're getting bids for Santos and turning them down, and he seems to want to stay, which is great news. I want to maybe give him a new contract soon. Right. Let's go. This is a test. I think if we win this, I don't even know. There's too many teams to try and work out the maths of what you need. That's one of my biggest problems with this new setup. It's like, if we get a draw, I don't know. Let's just see. Good tackle, Santos. That's nice. Oh, no, there's space. There's a little bit of space in the middle. Oh. Tiny bit of space there, lads. Don't worry about it. It's a tricky game, you know? I'm assuming, I don't know this because I'm an idiot, I'm assuming my Portuguese friends in the comments, when it's a Portuguese team versus Spanish team, I'm assuming it's quite a big rivalry, right? You're not like bestest buds, are you? So I'm assuming it's you want to smash the Spanish teams. Good closing. They look pretty decent though, don't they? They're not one of those teams that's just like, oh my God, Almeida, what are you doing? You just crossed it. Who would ever do this as a clearance option? Why are you clearing that left-footed? Look at it. It's a great cross. Look. What in the hell is that? Oh, it's just giving you so much praise. I told you he's not a footballer. That was a freak goal that he scored. Oh, as he ain't got a brain cell to rub together. Oh my God, we're getting murdered here. Okay, that's better defensive. Right, there we go. Okay, calm down, boys. Silva. Almeida. Safety. He's just shooting. I think he's got confused and he's going the wrong end. I think that was a shot. Okay, that's a dangerous pass as well. Oh, oof. Lads, what has happened? We're causing our own problems. Okay, this is murder. If we can steal one before half time. Go on. And again. Ping it in. Yes. Score! The youngster Alves, that's his first goal. I had to think for a second because I couldn't remember who he was. Okay, that is undeserved, but we will take it and gives us a little bit of hope. Right. He's on a yellow card, but he's very, very good. Let's just carry on. Right, let's not help them out with our passing. Like, make them try and have to do it themselves. It's a good save. Valido's been very good this season again. They're up to 5th. We're down to 9th. Wolves are smashing it. Newcastle probably should have won every game, but hey, you know, it's fine. Unlimited money. Scrapping about in the Europa League. Okay, calm down. Out to the left if you need him. Acres of space, Valido, if you want to go left. Left. Go left. Right, here we go. Goofs. Nice. Santos. Come on, mate. Come on. Lovely. Lovely. Dangerous cross. Somebody... Oh, what? Yep. Handball. Yeah. Clear as mud. Okay, good. Wow, this is a gift. Come on. He's turned out to be a very good signing. Not even just because he's a good backup striker, but also because he's versatile. He can play on the left. He can play behind the striker. Okay, it's somehow 2-2. It is some magical reason we are 2-2. But we are dead also as well. So we'll go with Rog. And then you can slot in as the number 10. We need to... Okay, you need to come off. I'll go Barros. I don't trust Keanu. I've lost faith in him. And then the youngster can come on. And Bandera. Probably his last season with us, Bandera. I would keep him if he wants to stay as just very much a backup because he can play a few different positions. Are we going to pull out a draw here? Are we going to win this game? Oh my God! Okay, I don't feel bad, but like I'd feel a little bit bad if I was a Sociedad fan. Going like, how did we lose that one? This is just happening. I'm telling you, it's happening this season. It's happening. What a performance. It was a couple of individual errors, you know, that led to their goals, so it makes sense. Unbelievable. Like, yes, Jordan. I can't believe we won that, but okay. This is good. This is amazing. We are doing so well. Another 500,000, which is... Like, every win is 500,000, which is almost, 2 weeks' wages. It pays for itself, this competition. Is great. Man, getting in the Champions League. Okay, there's a 7-point gap here against Futabo. Who the fuck is that? Man, we've got to get top 3 this season. I'll be gutted. I know we've still got a lot of the season left, but I'll be gutted if we don't get top 3 now. We are currently the 3rd best team. Definitely. Right, there we go. Wasn't expecting that, but I will take it. We go marching on. This is incredible. When does it... We got Porto there, and then Benfica there. I honestly still think we'll get smashed in these games. Like, we'll get comfortably beaten. They are way better than us. It's all good. One thing I just want to look at before we... Because I haven't looked at this in a while. How are we... They're still 7th. Okay. Sporting are shocking, aren't they? We're kind of getting up there into the sort of also-rans, the next best group. Right, there we go. Marching on. I told you something's happening. And for once, when I said it, it then continued to happen as opposed to just sort of fucking me over and going the opposite way. Great stuff. Right. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.